Hello everyone and welcome back to another pregnancy workout. I am now 24 weeks pregnant, so trimester 2. So this is predominantly a trimester 2 safe workout, although it can be done through all stages of pregnancy, but without boring you with all the disclaimers, I will pop everything in the description, so please have a read there first if you're not sure, and always check with your healthcare professional that it is safe for you to exercise during your pregnancy. I need to get a very sleepy Basil off my yoga mat and then we can get started. We are going to do a very quick warm up and then we're just going to do a lower body focus section twice through and an upper body focus section twice through, all exercises of which do contribute to keeping our core muscles nice and strong in a nice, gentle and safe way. For the workout, it will be helpful to have a few different dumbbells. I'll probably use 5 kilos and maybe the 2.5s as well. You can do the workout with no weight. I'll say any modifications. So without further ado, let's get started. You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move because we're filming a workout. A little big stretch. Okay, so we're going to start down on the mat for a quick warm up on our hands and knees, and we're just going to thread one arm through, bringing the shoulder and the head to the mat, getting a nice stretch across the back here, and then we're going to open it up, twist to the side, and we're just going to do that once more on the same side. Bring it through, breathing in, and then exhale, open it out. Changing sides, so nice neutral spine, same thing, reach it through, feel that stretch across the upper back, and then open it out. Should feel quite nice if it's first thing in the morning, or if you're doing this after a day at work, sat down, should feel quite nice. Come back to the mat, we're just going to inhale, gently look up, ever so slightly arch the lower back, not too much. And then exhale, push the mat away, round the spine, draw the bump in towards the spine, and repeat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Good, doing one more. Sorry, Basil's chewing a very loud bone. I hope that didn't translate on camera. And then coming back to neutral, have a little wiggle here, should feel quite nice. Then let's tuck the toes. Send the bottom up to the sky, into a downward dog, bend into one knee at a time, warming up through the calves and the hamstrings here. Gentle breath as we stretch, relaxing through the belly, pushing through the hands. You can bend into the knees if that feels better. Nice straight back. Have a little wiggle, whatever feels nice here, relaxing the head and the neck. Perfect, then from here, just walk the hands to the feet and gently roll up to standing. And we're just going to finish our warm up with a reverse lunge as we step back, we lift the arms up, and then we come back to standing and change sides. So inhale to come down, exhale, bring the arms back at the top. Just for some added back muscle engagement, get everything fired up, ready for our exercises. Good, getting nice and warm here. Woo. Keep your balance unlike me. Good, if it feels too much, you can just come halfway down. If the deep lunge doesn't feel okay for you today, that is totally fine. Good, let's do last one. Perfect. Make sure you've got some water to hand and remember to take rest throughout the workout as needed. So for our first round of exercises, I'm going to grab the 5 kilogram dumbbells, so use whatever you have at home. I'm going to pop both in the centre between the feet and we're going to get started with some deadlifts. On your feet hip width or slightly wider apart, whatever feels comfortable for bump, and we're going to hinge from the hips and bend at the knees at the same time. Nice straight flat back. Picking up the dumbbells, head stays in line, and we're simply gonna stand up when we exhale at the top. So join in when you're ready. We're gonna go for 10. We're gonna lift, exhale at the top. I'll show you from the side. Inhale as we come down all the way to the floor. exhale, come up. Good, so if you're doing this without any weight, you can simply touch the floor and come to standing. It's still going to be working into the glutes. Obviously adding the weight just adds extra resistance, working our back muscles as well. Perfect. Really nice. Take your time. A really great functional exercise as we might be picking baby off floor. Good, strengthening lots of muscles. Let's go for 2 more. I might have done slightly more than I said. That might be a running theme. Last one. Really nice. Drop them down, and then we're going to take just one of the dumbbells and come into a single-sided squat. So for this, we want to bring the dumbbell up to the shoulder so it rests. Take the feet nice and wide, or more narrow if it feels more comfortable, if you've got any pelvic pain. And we are simply going to squat down, inhale, exhale, to stand. Good. Keeping the chest lifted. We're just going to do 6 each side. Really nice. Working into the legs, but also keeping that upper body engaged. Good. Change sides. Lifting the dumbbell. Inhale. Exhale. Really nice. And from the side. Good, just coming down to where feels comfortable today. Good, let's do one more. Really nice. Obviously you can do those without any weight, you can just do 12 squats, body weight. Now if we leave the weights for this next one, we're going to come onto our hands and knees and nice neutral spine. In fact, tuck the bump in ever so slightly, so we're not arching the back, we're slightly tucking the pelvis in and keeping our stomach muscles engaged, hugging the bump in. We're going to lift opposite arm and leg. This is one of my favourites. We exhale to lift, inhale to lower, and we're going to alternate sides. Really nice. So you want to keep everything else nice and still. We're just moving the arms and legs here. Good, and it's a great way to work through the core without putting too much strain. Really nice. Also working the shoulders and the glutes. Good. Really nice. Really important to work with the breath through pregnancy. So hopefully your heart rate is elevated, but not too much. Really nice. Let's go for 4 more. Good, for 3, for 2, and last one. Perfect. Roll out the shoulders if they feel a little bit tight. And then we're going to come up for our last exercise of this section. We're going to grab just one of the dumbbells, or a can if you don't have a weight, or nothing, you don't have to have anything. And we are going to come into a single leg deadlift. So working on our balance here. We're going to hold the dumbbell in the hand of the leg that's being lifted. So I'm standing into my left leg, dumbbells in my right hand, and I'm going to just hinge at the hips, bringing the dumbbell close to the leg, nice flat back just to mid-shin, and then exhale, standing at the top. So join in when you're ready. We're going to go for 10 each leg. You can pop that arm out for stability, or you can even hold on to something. I've got this handy little classic IKEA unit here. Good. Really nice. Should really feel that into the hamstring and the glute. Perfect. Shape on the other side. We are halfway through. Oh, moving my exercise ball. Make sure you've got space for this one and take your time. Really nice. And make sure we're not leaning into the back on the way up. Should be nice and strong through that leg. Good. And you can tap that foot down at the top for stability, or you can leave it hovering for an extra challenge. Perfect, that was the last one. Ooh, shake out the legs, you really feel that coming up through the side here. And then we're gonna change sides. So, when you are ready, 10 reps on this side. Let's go, inhale to lower. Nice straight back, exhale, we stand. And it helps to look at one spot on the floor instead of watching me. We want a nice neutral neck and spine. And keeping that shoulder blade engaged too, so the shoulder isn't dropping forward, that's holding the weight. Really nice. Good, we did normal Romanian deadlifts in our Trimester 1 workout. If you've done that, I'll link it below. Again, safe for all trimesters, just maybe with a few modifications. We've got 3 more. So just a reminder that you can do both legs together if this is too challenging. Good, last one. Whew. We're going to have a little rest and then we are going to do that just once more before we move on to some different exercises. So we can just do some little hip movements while we're resting. Obviously pause the video if you want an even longer rest. We're just going to do a fairly quick one here. I hope you're all doing well in your pregnancy. I have had quite a lot of backache actually, so I'm hoping that this workout will help. It usually does, keeping active, getting out for walks. There's a fine line with overdoing it, isn't there? So really listen to your body. If you're sore and achy today, maybe come back to this another day. So going back to our deadlifts, we're going to go for 12 this time. So setting up like before, we are going to inhale to come down, lift the weights, exhale, stand up nice and strong, shoulders back. Good. Remember, we don't want to be looking up like this as we come down, straining the neck, keeping everything in line. And if it's too much to come all the way to the floor, just to here is fine. Really nice. Will depend how big bump is. I know that when I get to the bottom now, it starts to feel a little bit in the way. Good, 4 more. Really nice, for 3, for 2, last one. Perfect. Popping one dumbbell out the way, keeping one. Let's go for our squats. I'm going to go for 8 each side this time, just to really challenge myself. You can follow along or stop at around 5 or 6. Let's go. Inhale, squat, exhale, coming up, good. Good, remember the breath. Hand on the hip if that feels better. Good, let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Really nice, changing sides. Good, let's show from the side. Squatting down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Really good, trying to get as low as you can, that feels okay. 3, good, 2, trying to keep a neutral lower back. Last one. Really nice. Oh, if you're anything like me, get a little bit of reflux when exercising, so I hope that you're not suffering with that too badly. Make your way down to the mat for our bird dogs. So you're welcome to introduce some light weights for this one. I might add these 1.5s, all the same as before, but we're just going to lift opposite arm and leg and inhale to come back down, alternating sides. Good. Just adding some resistance here. Remember to tuck, bump in slightly. Good. Really nice. Working into the back, the shoulder, the core, the glutes. It's a really great one postnatally as well. Good. Working at your own pace. Woo, let's go for 4. For 3, remember trying to keep the hips nice and still. Imagine you're balancing something on your back. Good, last one. Perfect, quick child's pose if you feel you need it. Sitting back on the heels and just releasing the back there. Should feel quite nice. And then we've got our last set of single leg deadlifts. Remember, you can do both legs on the ground together if that feels better today. And inhale as we hinge forward, come down, nice flat back. Exhale, stand, good. 10 each side. Good. Really nice, let's go for 7. For 6. 5. Which is quite a good one because there's plenty of space for bump at this stage, hopefully. Last 2. Last one. Amazing, shake those legs out and then change sides. So going with right leg this time. Let's go. Inhale to come down, exhale to come back up. Hovering that foot if you can for an extra challenge, or it can come down to the mat at the top. It will massively depend on if you're used to these movements pre-pregnancy or if they're quite new. Remember not to compare yourself to anyone else. Everyone's pregnancy is different. Different exercises feel good for different people, so just make sure you adapt depending on how you feel. Good, let's go for 4. Woo, I lost my balance there. Bit of a reality. Good, let's go for 2. Just recenter if you're a bit wobbly. Last one. Really nice. Oh, really feeling that in the edge of my glutes. Have a rest there, grab a drink, get your breath, and then we'll move on to our upper body focus section. We're going to go for 4 more exercises. We actually only need some light weights for one of the exercises, so this is mainly body weight. And we're going to start on our bottoms for some tricep dips. We're going to bring our fingers facing forwards behind us, so we're in this sort of position. And if it feels okay, feet can come wide. We're going to lift our butt off the mat, so we're in this kind of tabletop position. And then we're simply just going to dip the elbows back and push up. So you don't have to be too lifted like this or anything. I mean, that is more challenging. If you want to do that, it means you're working more muscles. But we're simply working our triceps with a very small movement. So hopefully you're joining in already. And I've done 6 and I can already feel the burn. We want to inhale to drop the elbows back. Exhale to push them up. So it is quite a small movement. Your butt will touch the floor each time, but we don't want to rest. Good, let's go for 3, for 2, and last one. Nice, come to seat. Oh, that burns. If it didn't burn, do a few more reps. but we're toning into the arms and keeping them nice and strong. Then let's come over onto our hands and knees. This is where I'm going to use the light weights. I've got 2.5 here, and we're simply going to do some rows to help strengthen the back in this position. So hands and knees, we are going to row the dumbbell up towards the hip, squeeze the shoulder blade, and then bring it back down, tap the floor, we go again. Good, so moving straight onto this exercise, you'll probably feel the burn in your shoulders as well. You want to make sure you've got a nice flat back, neutral spine, bump is tucked in ever so slightly, just so our core is engaged. But we're really rowing into that side and feeling the burn in the standing arm. Good, so let's go for 4, good, for 3, for 2, perfect, last 1. Really nice, getting ready to change sides. If that's too much down on the floor, then you can come to lean on something and do it more like this. So that takes out some of the pressure in your shoulder, and you could also do a slightly heavier weight if that felt okay. I'm going to stick to the floor, but feel free to do your rows leaning onto a chair or the sofa. Left side, 10, let's go. Really nice. Good, exhale as we lift and squeeze. Perfect. Good, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Really nice, pop that out of the way. Then coming into a kneeling position, look on this side, we are simply going to sit back onto our heels, and we're going to do some glute raises. So we're going to bring our arms out in front. As we come up, the arms come back. So lowering down, arms reach. Exhale, come up, arms come back. So we're engaging those upper back muscles again, and we're squeezing into the glutes. So this is predominantly a glute exercise, but we're also incorporating our upper body as well. You might want to play around with this one in terms of how wide your knees are, what feels right for you. But the main thing we want to remember is to kind of hinge forward as we bring the butt back. We hover instead of rest, and then we come straight back up, and that allows our glutes to really work hard here. Nice, let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, really nice, last 1. Perfect, squeezing the glutes and relax it down, so little holds at the top. Shake it out, and then our final exercise, we're going to get the heart rate up a little bit before we repeat it once more. So we're going to do a modified burpee, so no jumping, it's low impact. We're simply going to pop the hands down on the floor, so similar to the deadlift, you want to hinge and squat at the same time. Hands come down, we step back to a high plank, then we bring the feet in wide and we stand. So just to show you again, down, step back, bring the feet in, alternating the leading foot, and we stand. We're going to go for 10. If they're too challenging, you can come down and come onto the knees and then make your way back up. It will depend on the size of bump and how you're feeling today, but it's a really good functional exercise to help us get down and off the floor. We're going to obviously be playing with baby and things, so let's get ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, step to plank, step wide, stand up. You can go as fast as you like. If my pace is too slow for you, you can storm through, but you can also slow it down. Really nice, that's 4 already. Try and maintain a steady breath throughout. Working the whole body here, so it's a really great one to finish on. And we're elevating our heart rate. Really more. Last one. Coming all the way up. Whew. Have a rest. Obviously, if you're getting any round ligament pain or stitches, have a rest or reduce the amount of reps and then come back into it if you feel able to. Whew. Feel very out of breath now. I'm going to blame it on the talking and also on baby girl. Perfect. Right, we're going to go for round 2. This time I'll change it up a little bit to show you the alternatives for each exercise. But the first one will keep exactly the same. So coming for our tricep dips. Fingers facing forwards. If this hurts your wrist, you can do the normal ones off the sofa, but this might actually be a little bit kinder to your wrists. Feet wide, lift up to start. Inhale, drop the elbows back. Exhale, push. So we don't want to be thrusting from the hips. All the work is coming from the arms. Really nice. Perfect. These burn pretty quick, especially because we're carrying some extra weight with bump. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, for 2, for 1. Woo! Relax it there, well done. Roll out the wrists, or circle the wrists. Release them, and then we're gonna either come onto our hands and knees for the same dumbbell rows again, or I'm going to show you the version where we lean on something. So I'm going to go a little bit heavier for these with a 5. And I'm going to come into this position here. So I've got one hand on a surface and then the other arm is nice and long down by my side in front. And we're just going to inhale to prepare, exhale, right back towards the hip, squeeze, inhale, take it down. So we're going to do 10 of these. So you could either be down on the mat like I showed you in round 1, or you can be up like so. Really nice. Really important to strengthen our back muscles to help with our posture, which should hopefully help relieve any aches and pains. Good. Let's do 2 more. I can feel her move as well. Last one. She seems to enjoy the exercises when I do them. Okay, other side. Getting into position, whichever feels comfortable for you, and let's go. Remember the breath. Remember, we want to largely be relaxed with the stomach, not straining too much here. Really squeezing the shoulder blades, fully extending at the bottom. Good, 4 more. We've nearly made it through the workout. Just 2 exercises left, last 2 reps. And last one. Really nice. Pop the weight down, and then we're coming into our glute raises. Kneeling on the mat. 2 options. We can either stick to what we were doing before, where we lower down and then bring the arms back. Or if you want to, you can add a weight to the front. Same thing, we're just going to inhale, hinge forward as the butt comes back, hovers, and then exhale, drive it up. So I'm going to do this one, but remember you can still work the arms for some extra back strengthening. Good, inhale to come back, hover, exhale. Try not to rush these. We're going to take our time. More time under tension means strengthening the glutes, working them a little bit harder. What we don't want to do here either is really be arching our lower back. So you might want to just check that you're kind of tucking under, hugging the bump in, and then continuing. Good, let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, last one. Drop the weight if you've got one, stay hovered. We're just going to do little raises between bottom and middle. So look, something like this, little pauses. That should really be burning, hopefully. Breathing throughout. Good, now bring it halfway, and we're going to go from top to halfway. So more little hip thrusts. Good, really burning out the glutes here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, hopefully burning. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, hold, squeeze, and relax all the way down. Well done. Whew, really nice. Shake it off, pop the weights out the way, and then we're going to go for our final exercise, which is our 10 reps of modified burpees, so low impact burpees. Let's go, 10 reps, hands down, step to plank, step in wide, and then bring yourself up to standing. Should probably feel this instantly in your glutes after that last exercise. And remember to try and alternate the foot that comes forward first each time, just so we're evening everything out. Good. Whew, halfway already. Let's go for 5 more. Really nice. This might get a little bit trickier in third trimester, so I thought it was good to pop in now. 2 more. A little bit slower this last time, last one. And stand all the way up. Woo, well done. We did it. Full body workout, strengthening some really important muscles and getting our heart rate up a little bit. Hopefully feeling better post-workout for moving today. I'm planning on filming some more workouts. I'll probably do one on an exercise ball in third trimester, as I know lots of people have those, and a couple of others. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and followed along. Let me know in the comments how you found it, and then I'll know to do more. And like I said, there is already a first trimester video up that is also safe for this trimester, so please also give that a go. Slightly different exercises, and we do a bit more of a stretch and cool down. So yeah, don't forget to stretch out your glutes or do some pregnancy yoga later on today. And I hope your pregnancy is going well. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!